If you ever thought comparing smartphones is easy, then you have never come across the Infinix Zero 35G and the iQOO Z7 Pro. Deciding between these two phones is not easy. This video is an attempt to solve that problem. Let's start with the display. Both have a 6.78-inch display, both have 3D curved display. Infinix has more vivid colors, iQOO has a brighter display. Infinix has 144Hz refresh rate whereas iQOO has 120Hz refresh rate. So which one is better? Told you this is not going to be easy. Well, if you need a brighter display, then iQOO is an obvious choice as the visibility is much better in bright sunlight. If brightness is not an issue, Infinix is a better option. Next, moving to design. In terms of weight, the Infinix weighs 182 grams whereas iQOO weighs 175 grams. So weight isn't an issue as I personally would choose Infinix as it has a bigger battery. Infinix has two variants, one with Gorilla Glass on both sides. The one that I tested has a leather kind of finish. It's premium looking. iQOO has a marble-like design. This looks great too. So it's really hard to decide. If drop protection is your top priority, then Infinix with Gorilla Glass on both sides is an obvious choice. So this really depends upon your personal preference as design is subjective. In terms of security, both have faster fingerprint scanner. There is no speed difference. Face unlock is fast as well on both the devices, both in daylight and also in instances where there's little to no light, and dark environments as well. Next, when it comes to memory management, first off, let me begin by saying that extended RAM is just absolutely useless. You might as well turn it off and put that storage to good use. After extensive testing, I found that Infinix kept more apps in the memory. That 12GB RAM is definitely helping here. Not to say that iQOO is bad, but Infinix just edges it out when it comes to memory management. When it comes to speakers, Infinix is a clear winner here as it has stereo speakers and it does sound better and louder as well. But if you are someone who uses earphones, this isn't a deal breaker. Next, in terms of charging speeds, Infinix charges 20 to 100% in 45 minutes despite having a bigger 5000 mAh battery, whereas iQOO charges from 20 to 100% in 50 minutes. Although the time difference is negligible, the fact that Infinix charges quicker despite having bigger battery is very impressive. So Infinix is a clear winner here. Coming to battery performance, Infinix lasts an hour or so longer depending upon your usage. So Infinix is a clear winner with its faster charging speeds and slightly longer battery life. In terms of operating system and user interface, this really comes down to personal preference. So your choice ultimately, as I cannot give a definitive answer. Moving to the cameras, Infinix low light selfie is better thanks to the flash. It is very bright and making the picture better. iQOO selfie taken indoor look more detailed, but the selfies on the Infinix are well exposed. Moving to rear camera samples, during daylight Infinix colors are overdone whereas the colors look better on iQOO and also they have more detail. The same goes for low light images as well. Some of the objects in Infinix samples look like an oil painting, whereas iQOO samples have more detail. iQOO is allowing more light as well. Although the images are noisy, I would still prefer iQOO's images. Rear camera pictures taken indoor also is the same story. iQOO is allowing more light and is an overall better picture. I'll be coming out with a detailed camera comparison video in the coming days, so stay tuned. Gaming performance is very similar. They both have vapor chamber liquid cooling system, and as you can see, the thermal performance is great. I personally haven't noticed any heating issues. PUBG can be played in HDR Ultra settings, so they're pretty much the same in gaming department. In terms of water resistance rating, Infinix is slightly better with an IP53 rating, complete with dust and water protection, whereas iQOO has an IP52 rating. Next, I would also like you guys to consider after sales service, because that's something that most people don't keep in mind before purchasing a phone. If I have to guess, iQOO's after sales service is better because I personally haven't been to an Infinix service center. So what's your experience? Please do let me know in the comment section below. When it comes to pricing, both phones, especially for this particular variant, are priced the same. Of course, you might get these phones at an even lower price in the upcoming sales. But Infinix offers more value for money despite the same price, as it offers faster charging times despite the bigger battery, which translates to actual performance like I mentioned earlier. Infinix also has stereo speakers, better memory management, but iQOO has better camera performance. So to say that you can prefer one over the other is not as easy as it sounds. It depends upon what you are looking for. If battery life is your utmost priority, then go for the Infinix. If your top priority is both camera and battery, then go for the iQOO, as the battery on the Infinix is not substantially better than the iQOO. I know you still might be having questions, so please leave them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on that camera comparison. I'll see you in that video.